Fortune Feimster broke into Hollywood on Chelsea Handler's show and had made a name for herself in stand-up. She is definitely one of a kind. Her Netflix special, Too Sweet, Too Salty, was a big hit last year. Now she's on the road with a brand new act and hitting San Diego this weekend.
Thank you. Where are my college virgins at?
Fortune Feimster, thanks for joining us today. You're coming to San Diego for shows at the Balboa Theatre. Your Too Sweet, Too Salty special dropped on Netflix in 2020, but really hit last year. What was it like to see that gain traction?
I mean, it was really cool. You know, when I put it out, I was so excited. This was that big moment I had been waiting for. It came out in January, the end of January 2020. People were starting to find it, and then the world completely shut down, and we had this tour scheduled, and so everything just kind of came to a halt. So it was very jarring, like all of us trying to wrap our head around what was happening. But the beauty of it, if there is a silver lining, is that it allowed a lot of people to find it over the next year of being at home a lot more. So a lot of people saw it, and now I'm on tour and I'm getting to perform for those people.
You have a lot to balance now through this pandemic. Things have changed a lot for you. It's a weird time to be celebrating changes in our lives and balance that with what's going on. But life moves forward, and you've seen a lot of it. You started your tour again, and you got married. What's it like balancing all of that in the middle of this craziness?
Well, it went from being home for almost a year and a half, which was a new one for me. I'd been hustling and at this grind for a very long time. And so that was the first time I had not been on the road in 10 years. So I got to be at home and be with my now wife and just sort of let my brain rest for a second. My body needed a rest. That is not how I would have chosen to do it. But it's what happened, and we tried to make lemonade where we could. And yeah, so now just being back, I think I'm much more grateful that I get to finally do my job, and even to be busy is a blessing. I call it my lesbian swimsuit.
Representation is a word we hear a lot about these days, and I think a lot of people maybe get numb to what it can mean to individuals. For you, seeing it out there was life-changing, and it seems like in your act and what you do and who you are, you're intent on paying that forward.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of people, you know, that came before me that paved the way for me and made it a lot easier for someone like me to be out and to be themselves and to get to tell my stories, which was, you know, very meaningful for me. So I know that it's still important. I know that someone who sees me telling my story could have some sort of effect on their journey. So it was a really amazing feedback that, you know, my goal was just to make people laugh first and foremost. So to have that kind of impact was just like this huge cherry on top.
Fortune Feimster, thank you so much for your time today. Best of luck with the shows here in San Diego, and hopefully a new Netflix special later this year.
We're working on it. It's all in the works. Lots of cool things are coming.
All right, you can see Fortune on her tour tomorrow night at the Balboa Theatre. Couple of shows. They're at 7 and 9:30 p.m., and she is hilarious. She's raw, but she's hilarious.
You've been warned. You know, people are so hungry to laugh right now, despite all that's going on. So if anything that is back in person that's going to help with that, it's going to be live comedy shows.
She also has the special you can check out on Netflix if you haven't. Too Sweet, Too Salty, and it's too funny.
Okay, I'll check it out. Carla, thanks.